everyone, this is Heather. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm doing something a little different for my channel, but I really enjoy watching other people do it on their videos, so I thought I'd give it a try. I recently went and did a shopping haul at Tuesday Morning looking for paper crafting supplies. So I originally went there looking for something specific. I had seen on one of the stamping boards that Tuesday Morning was carrying some packs of paper from Fun Stamper's Journey. In the past, I have tried their dies, their stamps, their pattern paper, and their cardstock, so I know that they're really high quality products, and someone had said they were selling paper packs at Tuesday Morning from Fun Stamper's Journey for $1.99, and I was like, oh, I gotta go look. So I only found one lonely Fun Stamper's Journey paper pack. I actually went to two different Tuesday Mornings looking for them, so I guess they'd already been cleared out, the word got out. But I did find the one, and I also picked up a bunch of really great new products, or not new, but new for Tuesday Morning, of some closeouts. And they, I guess, recently had kind of restocked their paper crafting section, because I'd been a couple months ago and they kind of had the same old thing, but this time they had a lot of new great stuff. So I wanted to share with you what I picked up. I am a very big fan of Tim Holtz and Ranger products, and they had a bunch of Tim Holtz stuff. So if you are also a fan of Tim Holtz, get over to Tuesday Morning, because they had a lot of stuff. So they had tools and some containers, they had lots of embellishments and everything. So I picked up a few things. So the first thing I picked up was this sanding grip. And this is for sanding out like a white core cardstock and papers. So I want to get this open and show you what it's like. And in the past, I've used just small pieces of sandpaper. I also had picked up a sanding block from Close to My Heart that I had used many years ago, and it's really starting to get worn down, and I thought this as a tool would be really cool. So this is new to me, but I understand that the way that it works is probably similar to the ones that you use at home, where the sandpaper wraps around and it's got a nice grip so that you can sand with it. So it comes with an extra piece of sanding paper, and then also directions for loading it, which I'm not gonna take the time to do that. But this looks really nice, and you could just go to the hardware store and buy more sandpaper to refill it. So I think this will make sanding a whole lot easier. And this was $2.99, and it was originally $6.99, so I thought that was a really good price. Also, they had a bunch of Tim Holtz dies, and as always, I apologize for my overhead lighting. I'm going to try and reduce the glare a little bit. They had a bunch of these movers and shapers in a lot of different styles, so they had a lot of Tim Holtz dies. So if you like his dies, go check them out. These were originally $15.99, and they were on sale for $6.50, and there's a clock and a camera inside. Let me see if I can get this open, and we'll take a look at these. And I've gotten a couple of these styles of dies before. It's like a heavy-duty wooden base with the metal and then the foam inside. So these will cut more than just paper. These work really nicely on heavy-duty surfaces. If you're wanting to cut something that's a little bit thicker than just your standard cardstock, these work really nicely. So I'm gonna run these through my Big Shot real quick, and I'll show you what the shapes look like. So I have run these dies through my die cut machine, and I do not have the magnetic platform for the movers and shapers, but you don't have to. Kind of play around with the sandwiching and the shims and everything, and you will kind of eventually get it to work in your machine. It takes a little finagling, but you can use them without the platform. So here's what they look like. They cut out very nicely, and I decided to go ahead and die cut one out of some white core cardstock, and I loaded up the sanding block. You just lift up these little flaps and slip the sandpaper inside, so you can just easily add some distress and sanding details to your project. So I hope you can see that little bit of white core that's showing through there. So that's a really handy tool. So I'm very happy with these shapes. I think they're really cool and be fun to use on some cards and collages. So let me get these out of the way. And the next thing that I got from Tim Holtz Ranger line is the Distress Crayon Storage Tin. I have some of the storage tins for the tiny ink pads, but I thought this one was a really good size. I actually don't have any of the Distress crayons, but I thought that this would be really great to store lots of other items in, and it's sturdy. I love that it's got the clear plastic top. It's got a latch on the side, and you can fit a lot of stuff in there. So I really like that. If you do want to use it for crayons, it holds up to 34 Distress crayons. And I don't have a price on this. Here it is, sorry. So this was originally $8.99, and Tuesday Morning had it for $3.99. So that's the Distress Crayon Storage Tin from Tim Holtz and Ranger. They also had a lot of Dylusions, stamps, and stencils also put out from Ranger, and I really liked this kind of wonky polka dot stencil from Dylusions. Get this out of the package. And this was originally $5.49. It was on sale at Tuesday Morning for $1.49. So this has got some really great, like, different sizes of circles, and they're not perfect circles. So I thought that would be really fun with some ink blending, or put some paint over top. It's a good sturdy stencil. I've used products from Dylusions before. Really, honestly, anything from Ranger is going to be good quality. So they had lots of different stencils and stamps from Dylusions. So here's my Lonely One paper pack from Fun Stamper's Journey that I did find. This color is Kiwi Slice. There's 25 sheets of 8.5 by 11, and this was originally $6.95, and Tuesday Morning had it for $1.99. And like I said, I have used a lot of their products before, and I know that it's really good, high quality. I'll just pull a sheet out here. I am not sure what the thickness is. It doesn't say, but it feels like it's probably 80 pounds maybe. Feels like it's, you know, pretty sturdy. Like I said, I've used it before. I know it's really good quality. I'm really sad that they didn't have any other colors, but I did grab this pack of Kiwi Slice. And then my husband and I are big fans of Disney and Disney World, and I have multiple years of scrapbooking that I need to do to catch up with our trips to Disney. And Tuesday Morning had this awesome paper pack from Echo Park. I love Echo Park. They're one of my favorite companies, especially for pattern papers, and they had a bunch of Echo Park collection kits. So this one is Magical Adventure, and it comes with, looks like stickers, patterned paper, and before I take this out of the package, is originally $14.99, and they had it on sale, or they had it at Tuesday Morning for $5.99. And let's get this open and see what all's inside. I love these kits from Echo Park. I've gotten several in the past from them. So there's this sticker sheet that has lots of great images on it, and looks like the rest is, yeah, pattern paper. I'll go through those real quick. So really great, kind of traditional, what we think of Disney World. Oh, and these are like strips, so you could use these as borders on your pages. So lots of black, yellow, red, blue, and white, which tend to be kind of traditional Mickey Mouse colors. There's a great plaid. Oh, this one's really nice. So this has kind of journaling squares that would be nice cut up and put on a page. Back is plaid. Pretty blue polka dot with some really great banners. Oh, I love this film strip. It'd be good for Hollywood Studios. And then this has got a good all over pattern of tickets, which is way old school because they used to have like tickets back in the day. at the theme parks. So that one's fun. You could cut that up or leave it alone. Nice red stripe. Ooh, kind of bow ties. That's cute. Yellow stripes. Oh, here's another kind of larger. Oh, these are great journaling squares because there's kind of spaces to put. Sorry, this one won't fit in the camera. Spaces to put some journaling in there. Great all over black and white text with some pretty polka dot on the back. More blue polka dot, bigger. Lots of great little squares. I like these because you can cut them up and use them or use it as an entire piece. Very Minnie Mouse dots, red and white. Ooh, cameras, that's cute. That'll work with my new camera die. And then another set of journaling squares. And then this is actually the kind of advertising side, but you could definitely cut that up and use part of it as well. So that was a really great set from Echo Park. And like I said, they had a bunch of Echo Park small 6x6 packs, and then a lot of these collection kits. They also had some Carta Bella 6x6. They had a lot of really great 6x6 pattern paper packs. So if you're into those, Tuesday Morning had a bunch. And then the last thing that I picked up is this paper that I had never seen before from Spectrum Noir. It says it's Basics Premium Marker Pad, 8.5 by 11. And I went to look online to see if I could find anything more about it. I couldn't find this exact package. I don't know, maybe if it's retired or something that only came out limited, but it looks like they also have paper for specific mediums like colored pencils, watercolors, and this one's for markers. It originally was $11.99 and Tuesday Morning had it for $5.99 for 20 sheets. So I'm hoping that this is going to be really good quality for alcohol-based markers. So I went ahead and did some swatching. I normally, when I work with alcohol-based markers, I like to use 110 pound, and I usually just pick up a large pack at Michael's. It's actually a really good quality cardstock for most stamping, and it works pretty well with alcohol-based markers. So I just kind of did a swatch comparison to see, you know, how I felt, if I felt like that the Spectrum Noir paper was better than the 110 pound that I normally use. So I grabbed a bunch of different markers and I swatched them. I did the Stampin' Up! Stampin' Blends markers, which are alcohol-based markers. Let me grab them real quick and I'll show you. So had the Stampin' Up! Stampin' Blend markers. Then I did stamp marker from American Crafts, which is also, if I can show you everything, which is also an alcohol-based marker. That's the second one. The third one down is from Tombow, just basic water-based Tombow marker. And I really noticed with the Tombows that the Spectrum Noir, there was a bit of a color difference. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Then next I did the Spectrum Noir markers from This Is their alcohol-based marker. And not too much difference there. It did look like on the Stampin' Up!, I didn't say that before, the Stampin' Up! Looks like it's maybe a little bit smoother. And then next I did just a Sharpie, just colored Sharpie marker. And it looked like this one was a little less scratchy. You couldn't see the lines as much. It did kind of blend in a little bit better. And then also just inexpensive markers, water-based markers from Pentel. And same thing, it looked like that the paper kind of made it a little bit softer. And then I also took two colors of green alcohol-based markers and sort of just blended them together to see how they would look. Again, the Spectrum Noir looks like they blended just a little bit better. It is a lighter weight paper than 110 pound, and I'll flip it over and show you on the back. Probably a little bit more bleed through on the Spectrum Noir paper than on the 110, but not as much considering it is kind of a bit of a lighter weight paper. One thing that I really noticed was the black pen that I used. There is a big difference in that. The Spectrum Noir paper, it looks very gray. And on the 110 pound, it's a true black, which the marker that I used, the pen that I used to write that out in. So that was one of the biggest differences. So I like the Spectrum Noir paper. I think that, I mean, I know that I will use it. I bought it, I'm gonna use it, but I'm not really sure that it seemed like there was that much difference than from the 110 pound cardstock weight that I got at Michael's. If you get a big ream of it and you use your 40% off coupon, it's a really good price. So I'm not sure that I would honestly go back and purchase the Spectrum Noir. I think $12 for 20 sheets is a little pricey. I'm going to play around with it with, you know, actually stamping on it and doing some coloring and see what I think. But overall, it's nice. It has a nice smooth finish to it. But I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit more. But honestly, I didn't really see a whole lot of difference. So I just wanted to share that with you. So that's it. That's what I picked up from Tuesday morning recently. Check out your local store. I did notice that the 2 stores that I went to in my town, they had quite a bit of different stock. I don't know if it was because people had come to one store and bought a lot, or if one got you know, more than another. One of the particular locations had a lot more Tim Holtz than the other one did. But I just thought that this would be just fun to share my bargain hunting haul at Tuesday morning with you. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please check out my channel. Like I said, this is a very new, different type of video for me. I haven't done anything like this before. So let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it, and check out my channel for card making videos and product reviews. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me. This is Heather. Bye.